Alright, let's go into the third review, and that for the third release of this week, and that was Puff for the Piranhas, and Puff at 2 stars is a 5-2 with the ability of support plus 1 power. So, SLify, what's your first initial thoughts on Puff?
I really like Paul when I saw him, and I he's 2-star, which means you can fit a lot of stuff into your deck. Monoclad, he has a potential 9 power, and 9 power is actually really good for a 2-star because you win most ties, not all ties. He also lets you block against most cards because most cards have a power of 8 or less. So he's a nice blocker card. Damage isn't high, of course, but he has 9 power. What do you expect, right? Stop off bonus is good because it prevents your opponent from using SOA, well, most SOA. And if your opponent uses an SOA ability against them, they just use an SOA against 2-star, which your other 3 cards to really benefit. So yeah, I really like Puff.
Okay. I mean, I have to agree with that. I mean, the 9 power is nice. 2 damage, not too bad. I mean, when you compare it to the 2 stars that they do have, I mean, only 2 has 4 damage. The rest of them have, like, either 2 damage or 1 damage in the case of Hawkins Noel, actually. I'm just thinking, do they have any 5 or 3 damage cards? I can't think. Do they? Maybe not.
So.
Oh, maybe Dante. Is that his name? Dante? Yeah? I can't remember.
Oh, Dante with confidence is 5.
Yeah, with 5 in virtual sense. There you go. Of course, we shouldn't really use the word virtual, but yeah.
Yeah, we've had
we can't really use it. I don't know, but anyway, moving on. Moving on. All right. So, yeah, I mean, in that sense, really, he's not that bad in terms of damage. I have to say, the 9 power is nice, but the issue is, though, I mean, the competition is my biggest issue with this card. Because recently, obviously, with the legendary cards that are coming out, we heard about Bonnie coming out soonish. I don't know when it will come out. Maybe it will come out in the next release. But if Bonnie comes out, will it cause huge competition for him, though, SLify?
Oh, of course. Bonnie's probably staple in a Piranha's deck. With the amount of power innovation out there, Tool is probably almost staple as well.
Yeah.
Which leaves you not much room now. Some people, I actually like using Monoclad. I like using Puff over Hawkins personally because Hawkins is a good card in every way, but the -2 off pills might not be as useful to you as Puff is because Piranhas is getting away from the pill manipulation world.
Yeah.
And you probably shouldn't have 4 2-stars in your deck, so.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. I mean, like, you can, I think, really with like, Hawkins and everything. The issue is they have kind of gone away from the pill manipulation, and also Hawkins is he's a bit kind of hacksy, if you know what I mean. He kind of relies a little bit on her luck in terms of if you get, like, a correct kind of prediction, then, you know, your opponent is kind of screwed in that sense, really. But the issue is, I mean, while Puff is kind of good in that sort of sense, really, I mean, you can use him in over kind of Hawkins. I still would like Hawkins. I still wouldn't like having those kind of like the 4 2-star sort of thing if we did, you know, have the Hawkins in there as well. So I mean, it kind of it's very, sorry.
It's doable, but it's just riskier.
It's just risky, yeah, I would say. And the other issue is, I mean, against SOA, it's a little bit shaky, I would say. But then you can argue Tula is also shaky against SOA. So it's a very confusing thing. I mean, obviously, I would love to hear in the comments below. Nice little. Anyway, yeah. I love to hear in the comments below what you think about Puff, because, in my opinion, it's very. I don't know where to put him really, because he can go anywhere really. But at the same time, there is a lot of competition at the 2-star spot, which is why I think. But what I mean, the only problem is though he's unusable in our half decks. Of course, he is unfortunately support. So
right, everything I said is Monoclan related.
Yeah, Monoclan related, of course. All right, so I mean, like, rating out of 10 then. I mean, what would you give rating to Puff? Really, is Puff?
I would probably give him 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
He would probably go. Yeah, he'd probably go higher if it wasn't support, but then it'd be too good. But yeah, the problem is he's great in every way, but competition and support are the only things keeping him down from a higher score. But he's a good card, so still 8 out of 10.
All right. Yeah, I'll just give them really. I mean, the issue is, of course, competition with the 2 stars and everything, as I kept saying for like the final time, really. But yeah, I mean, he's still a nice card. 9 power, nice. It can counter any card really in the ELO sense, really. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of nice in that sense. But there you go. Right, so let's move on to the last card of this release, and that was Selena. Selena for the Pussycats at 5 stars is a 8/6 with the ability of defeat, recover 1 pill out of 2. So, SLify, what is your initial thoughts on Selena?
Selena is a decent card in a sense. Her 8 solid power is very nice. I think she's the only 8 solid power 5-star Pussycats. I could be wrong on this, but yeah, 6 damage is also very solid. Of course, her main feature is defeat. Defeat recover 1 out of 2 pills isn't the best, but it's pretty nice. You can overpill with her and not worry. Another nice thing is she's Pussycat Clan, so if you overpill and lose, not only do you get your pills back, but you also reduce some damage. The thing I don't like about her is that she's your 5-star, and normally if you're gonna buff with your 5-star, you usually understand the consequences, so you don't really need that damage reduction. You're wasting a good 5-star. Just try to get the feed out. Another problem is DRs completely screw her over.
Yeah, I would definitely argue that. I mean, really, unfortunately, you can just. I mean, anyone can throw out their Ulrich. No thoughts really against the Selena, and hey, it's not so bad really for them really.
Right. If you throw out a Spaghetti, even if you throw out like another Pussycat, 4 damage isn't that scary in my opinion. For a waste of a 5-star.
Yeah.
If it was like a waste of a 3-star, 4-star.
It's not so bad, amazing. But then if it's like Selena or something, it's just like it's your whole hand gone.
Right, you just lost your big 5-star nuke. Nice.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's the only kind of a bit of a problem really with Selena. But there was a suggestion though about using her in Type 2 Survivor maybe, but of course, SLify, you being an expert on Type 2 Survivor.
With my extreme experience of Type 2 Survivor, I'm still not overly fond, just because I don't think Pussycat's that great in Type 2. But
they're okay,
I am an expert.
But I would argue that things like Umbre plus Uluwatu. I've seen things like Volt plus the Pussycat, which is interesting in Survivor Type 2, but it's still I still don't think it's enough though.
Well, with my professional knowledge, I was not aware of that. I will research some more.
But there you go. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, it'll be interesting because I think she would really work if you had a good, solid half deck with the Pussycats of like a heavy damage clan like La Junta or Vampire Clan or something like that, just to get that kind of that 2-hit kind of KO thing with Selena, because obviously Selena has that sort of bonus whereby if you get into that 2-hit KO, then your opponent will be like, oh, hold on a minute, he's got the defeat here as well, so I don't know what to do here, sort of thing. Which is why I think that could be sort of useful, but then, I don't know, I don't think that fork is too... I don't know, I don't think the fork is that dangerous, to be fair.
Yeah, it's not as bad as Sea Beast, it's not... Yeah, I can't remember his name.
Sea Beast,
yeah. It's not as bad as
Dragons.
Tsubame. Yeah.
I don't think it's as bad. And yeah, also the comparison with Subani as well. I mean, Subani also has the damage as well, which is why she is so scary, because Subani can actually 2-hit KO with Chan. So they're both with bonus, of course.
Right.
So actually, that's very dangerous in that sense, really. Just very quick, I mean, what about the competition with the other 5 stars in ELO? Of course, Charlie is out of the question because Charlie is no longer ELO viable, which made me cry for a few days.
I'm quite mad about that too. But...
I'm quite sad, yeah. Of course, she was completely overpowered, though. Let's face it. 7/8 with like the combined ability of -4 damage, minimum 1. It's just stupid.
Yeah,
very stupid.
That's
but anyway, yeah. And as I was saying though, before I got sidetracked on Charlie,
the third time we've got sidetracked by cards.
With Dieter, is it Dieter? Yeah, is that right? And
I think it's Dieter. I could be wrong.
Dieter and Louise is the other one. Is that right?
There's also Clara, but
it's also Clara. No one usually uses Clara or
Emma.
What's the other one? What's the teacher?
Emma.
Here we go, Emma. And let me get out the whole collection here. I think it's Louise and Dieter is the only two that are really. But yeah, as I was saying, in comparison to those two, do you think that she stands a chance, or would you use the other two instead?
I'll use Selena over Dita personally. As I said, Dita's a nice card, but Dita needs a lot of help to win. And once you win with Dita, of course, you basically are in the clear with the whole Pussycat Clan thing.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you have to win with her first, and a lot of people will throw all their pills at Dita. Of course,
Yeah.
naturally, you could be like bluffing and stuff, but
And it's a bit useless versus like Nightmare as well, because Nightmare have the bonus, they go through the DR and everything, so
right,
they don't
exactly.
do that. But what about Louise though? That's the everyone's lips really.
Right, that's the debatable one. Louise on paper is way better because 9 power is stronger, 7 damage is better, and if you lose, you still get the -2, which is nice. So it's basically a heavy hitter. The problem is, 1, she's weak against SOA. 2, she doesn't defeat. So if you lose with her, you're basically screwed. So it's down to preference.
Yeah. Alright then, well, I mean, there's nothing we want to say, really. What about rating out of 10 though? What would you give Selena?
I would give Selena probably a 7.5 out of 10.
Ooh, okay. Interesting.
Oh.
I thought you would go for an 8, but
No,
I've
no,
just...
wait.
No, 8, okay, interesting, alright.
Here's the reason.
Continue.
One, her is very acceptable. Its damage is also, feat is very beautiful. But other than that, there's really no extreme need. So she has a bit too many flaws for a 5-star. You're
Okay.
gonna splash her in decks. I think most decks have a better 5, in my opinion.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Think about Splash. Actually, you could use it in Splash, but I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. I'm not too. I'm not too open to that splashness. But yeah, I mean, I agree with you there. I mean, 7.5. I would say the same. Maybe I was verging a bit more onto an 8, maybe.
What do you feel, boy? What you
Yeah.
feel? Let's look into
I mean-
you.
I don't know. I mean, when I used her, I didn't think she was overly amazing. Considering all the kind of like people reviewing this, of course, without SLify, reviewing has gone crazy, really. I would say, but and I don't think she's overly amazing. Maybe in the opening, but I mean, the opponent can just play a DR, unfortunately, and that's the kind of huge flaw of her, unfortunately. So yeah, I mean, that's it really. All right, so let's review the last card on our thing, and you're probably wondering, what is this last card? What are you talking about? Is there any more cards?
Probably not.
review?
But
But we have a quick review because it's Christmas coming up, of course, and that is of course Angwan Noel, and yeah, wow. Unfortunately, this card is a bit like Seiho in the sense that he is not very good, unfortunately. But yeah, anyway, Angwan at Noel at 4 stars is a 6/6 with the ability of Courage, SOB. Oh, let's just get through this. Okay, so SLify, what is your opinions on Angwan Noel?
Courage SOB.
Courage, yeah, that's what I
That's
said. SOB, yeah, I didn't say SOB.
Courage SOB.
I see you.
Courage SOB.
Okay, right.
I gotta say.
Just to say it one more time, just for a bit more dramatic.
I wasn't sure if I got this straight. It's courage. Like courage and then SOB.
Yes, that's right.
Not SOB. Courage SOB.
Yes.
That's all I gotta say.
Good point. Point taken there, SLify. Unfortunately, with all the Noel cards, they are actually unfortunately worse than the original card. Unfortunately, Angwan was already pretty shit, so yeah. There's nothing really more I can say there.
Courage.
Well, I mean, there's nothing else. Rating out of 10. There we go. What is your rating out of 10?
Out of 10.
Courage
Courage
SOB.
Out of 10.
Out of 10, yes.
Alright, I'll give him a 1. Let's go with 5. I think that's a good number right now.
A 5, really. Oof. I was thinking more like a 3 or something. But that's just
I'm over generous. It's the Christmas season.
Okay, since we're in Christmas spirit, let's give him a 5.
Not as bad as Seiho here.
Not as bad as Seiho, yeah. I don't know. Maybe not as bad. Okay. let's just argue.
Seiho will never win, but Agwan has that all chance because of that SOB, even though it's courage.
Good point. All right. Well, unfortunately, that is it for You Are Talk today. And folks,
Sure.
thank you all for watching. Make sure you comment below all your thoughts and opinions. I will try and get back to you in the comments below. So this is SLify
Happy holidays.
and Meeps012 signing out.